Now let's go back to the story that had a lot of us in the newsroom scratching our heads today. The accusation that Barack Obama is not a natural-born citizen and therefore cannot be president of the United States. Well, frankly, it sounds like another of the crackpot rumors that dogged Obama throughout the campaign, the kind of thing you'd hear from people wearing tinfoil hats, frankly. But this one won't go away. It won't die. Lawsuits have been filed in several states now. And at the Supreme Court, the justices met today. They could decide at any moment whether they'll actually hear arguments on the case. And Jeffrey Toobin is here to put the whole thing to our no bull test. Hi, Jeff.
Hello, Campbell.
So before we get into the, I guess, how on earth this ended up potentially going before the Supreme Court, just explain the merits of the case, if there are any in your view. Is there any evidence at all to support this?
Well, you know, I'm a lawyer, so I've got to be a little cautious in responding to this. So this much I'll say. This is a joke. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
This is absurd.
Don't hold back.
This is a whack job project, and the reason there are lots of lawsuits is they all keep losing appropriately, and they're now winding up before the Supreme Court. Look, there are let's look at two documents. One is his birth certificate, which shows that he was born in Hawaii, in the United States.
Which we've all known, right?
And end of story. That's it. He's eligible to be president. And if you're not convinced by that, there is a newspaper announcement of his birth in, there it is, in Hawaii in August 1961. There is no merit to this lawsuit at all.
So it is total bull, which is what you're saying.
Total bull.
Why is it even being discussed as a possible case before the Supreme Court?
Well, because the losers in this lawsuit, the people who keep filing this nonsense, keep appealing. And now they've made it all the way to the Supreme Court. Interestingly, this is kind of right-wing nonsense. There has been left-wing nonsense about this lawsuit, which is criticism of Clarence Thomas for the way he handled it.
Because he's the one who said, I'm at least going to put this before the other justices, right?
Correct. And the way it worked was...
And people see, oh, he's not an Obama fan, so...
Exactly. That's the claim. Because first it went to David Souter, who just rejected it. Then it went to Clarence Thomas, who referred it to the full court. The reason Thomas did that is that when it looks like a claimant in the court is going to go to every single justice, the second person in line says, look, I want to stop that. Let's just refer it to the whole court. Let the court deal with it so we don't have to do these one at a time. Thomas acted completely appropriately. There's nothing wrong with what he did. I am sure he doesn't like Barack Obama, given his politics.
Right.
But his action here there's nothing wrong with what he did.
Okay, so how is this likely to play out now? I mean, based on what you know.
Monday, the court will announce the results of its conference that was held today. I will bet you my vast fortune, which I know it's not that bad, but I will bet anything that they will decline to hear the case. It will go away to the obscurity and absurdity it deserves.